Select the one word or phrase that needs to be used in place of the underlined text to make the sentence correct, or indicate that the underlined text is not in error. When the Polish couple emigrated to the United States, they were initially overwhelmed with the pace of life in New York. Before taking a look at our choices, let's see if we could find a problem with our underlined phrase. Although the word emigrated is spelled correctly on its own, taking a look at the context of the sentence, we can see that this isn't the word we need. Although they sound almost identical, to emigrate means to move away from one's home country, and to immigrate means to move to a foreign country. So if someone moves from Japan to France, they emigrated from Japan but immigrated to France. This being the case, it is never correct to say emigrated to or immigrated from, only emigrated from and immigrated to. As we see the phrase emigrated to in this sentence, we can see that it's not correct. However, choice B offers us the opposite, immigrated. As it would make sense to say the Polish couple immigrated to the United States, especially as the rest of the sentence describes them being overwhelmed by their new surroundings, it would seem like this is our answer, but let's take a look at the remaining choices just to be sure. C. Integrated. Integrated in this context would be to adapt or become part of a new culture. Although sometimes used when referring to getting used to a new culture after a move, because the rest of the sentence tells us that they were initially overwhelmed with the pace of life in New York, we can see that it doesn't make sense in this context, and we can mark this choice off. And D. Migrated. Similar to immigrated and emigrated, migrated implies moving. However, it more specifically implies temporary moving, such as moving with the seasons, in the way birds will fly south for the winter. This being the case, we can mark this choice off and mark our original answer, choice B, as our final answer.